A robot just walked alongside police officers on a public street in Shenzhen, kicked its own CEO hard enough to break bones, and then competed in the world's first humanoid combat league, and it is called the T800 on purpose. The company nobody saw coming. EngineAI was founded in October 2023 in Shenzhen by Xiao Tongyang, which makes everything that follows considerably more extraordinary, because this company has gone from founding to street-level police deployment in under 2 years. The team of around 36 specialists pulled from Berkeley, Tsinghua, and other top institutions moved through 3 hardware generations in 14 months with over $42 million in funding, including significant Middle Eastern investment behind them. And the pace of that. Development is something even the established players in humanoid robotics have had to stop and acknowledge. Their first robot was the SE01. Released July 2024 at $5,300, a research and education platform designed not to impress anyone but to generate real-world movement data early in the development cycle. Then came the SE01 in October 2024. 165 centimeters tall, 48 kilograms, a 320-degree twisting waist, an AI-driven gait system enabling long, confident steps, and a price of around $20,000 that shocked an industry accustomed to robots costing 10 times that. The PM01 followed in December 2024 with hot swap batteries, dual computing systems running Intel N97 alongside NVIDIA Orin, speeds up to 2 meters per second, and in February 2025, it landed the world's first humanoid front flip using reinforcement learning trained in NVIDIA Isaac Gym. Each robot was not just a product. It was a testbed for the one that came after it, the machine. The T800 is where that development sequence arrives at something genuinely different from anything else currently operating outside a controlled laboratory. The name was not chosen for marketing reasons alone. The fictional T800 represented a specific engineering philosophy, a humanoid structure built for strength, balance, and clean mechanical control. And EngineAI adopted that philosophy directly, using aviation-grade aluminium to keep the frame rigid without unnecessary weight and proportioning. The body to match adult human geometry, because agile locomotion becomes significantly easier when the robot's dimensions mirror the biomechanics it is trying to replicate. What immediately separates the T800 from most humanoid robots is the walking posture. The majority of current humanoids rely on bent knee walking to maintain stability because it is mechanically simpler to control. The T800 uses straighter leg walking, which is how humans actually move, and achieving it requires real-time micro-level joint corrections in the ankles, knees, and hips calculated continuously by the onboard systems. The result is a gait that looks practiced and intentional rather than robotic in the way that word is usually used as a criticism. The joint actuators output up to 450 Newton-meters of torque, which is serious power for a humanoid of this size and gives the T800 both significant striking force and the ability to absorb impacts without losing its footing. That level of torque typically causes thermal throttling as motors overheat under sustained load, so EngineAI engineered an active cooling system directly into the leg joints rather than relying on passive cooling. Combined with a solid-state lithium battery that is safer and more stable than conventional setups, the T800 operates for nearly 4 hours continuously without performance degradation. The CEO takes the kick. When EngineAI first released promotional footage of the T800 executing spinning kicks and combat-style movements, the reaction online was immediate and predictable. The movements were too fluid, too controlled, and too precise. People called it G. They said it was edited, staged, physically impossible for current robotics. Xiao Tongyang's response was not a press release or a technical white paper. He walked into the room, put on full protective gear, stood in front of the T800, and let it kick him on camera. Full force. Side kick directly to the stomach. He went down flat on the mat, and what he said afterward, paraphrased, was that the force was far beyond what he had anticipated. That without the protective gear bones would have broken, and that he genuinely could not guarantee he would survive the next test. That is the person who built the machine describing what it is capable of. What shook people who watched that footage was not just the power of the impact. It was what happened immediately after. The T800 did not stumble. It did not glitch or overcorrect. Its balance system recalibrated in milliseconds, and it returned to a stable, ready position as though nothing had occurred. The control under that level of dynamic stress is what separated the T800 from the conversation about robots that look impressive in demos and put it into a different conversation entirely. The police patrols. A few weeks after the CEO footage went viral, a different clip started circulating, and the reaction to that one was considerably more complex. Shenzhen special police officers were shown patrolling a busy public area and moving through the formation alongside them, keeping pace, maintaining its balance in the crowd, and drawing attention precisely because it looked like it belonged there. Was the T800. This was not a controlled demonstration environment. There were crowds, noise, and operational law enforcement conducting real duties. The T800 moved with what the footage showed as a practiced, intentional gait that did not draw the kind of second-glance awkwardness that most humanoid robots generate when they appear in public spaces. EngineAI's engineering team had also previously deployed the PM01 with Shenzhen police starting February 2025, where the earlier robot wore a reflective vest, guided tourists, helped locate missing children, and streamed live video to command centers while engineers monitored each deployment remotely. The Combat League. On February 9th, EngineAI announced the world's first commercial humanoid combat league. Not remote-controlled machines on wheels, but full-sized humanoid robots, 75 kilograms each, competing inside a ring under rules modeled on mixed martial arts. 16 teams from university research labs, robotics startups, and engineering groups around the world are competing, and EngineAI gave T800 robots to all participating teams at no cost, representing millions of dollars in hardware distributed freely. The reason is not generosity. The reason is data. A robot that can survive a factory accident or navigate a disaster zone needs to be tested under extreme and unpredictable physical stress, and no controlled laboratory environment generates the variety and intensity of impact, recovery, and balance data that another robot actively trying to knock. It overdoes. The matches run best of 3 rounds with knockout rules. A robot that cannot recover from being downed within 10 seconds loses. And 2 operator interventions constitute a technical knockout. Human operators handle strategy. The robot's onboard AI handles balance, striking decisions, and physical survival in real time. EngineAI is essentially running a globally distributed stress testing program funded by the competitive ambitions of the world's best robotics teams, and generating a volume of real-world performance data that no internal testing budget could replicate. Every match that runs is making the T800 harder to break and faster to recover. The unitary comparison. While EngineAI was putting the T800 on patrol duty, Unitary Robotics took a different approach to demonstrating where humanoid robots stood in 2026. On February 16th at China's Spring Festival Gala, watched by over 1 billion people on live national television, dozens of Unitary G1 robots performed a full martial arts routine alongside children, drunken fist technique, nunchucks, spinning staffs, and parkour sequences executed with timing and weight shift precision that would challenge a trained human performer. Every robot in that performance was running fully autonomous on onboard AI, coordinating with the rest of the group in real time through motion planning and balance systems with no remote control and no operator intervention. One stumble on live television in front of 1 billion viewers would have been the most watched robot failure in history. They ran the entire routine without a single error. Unitary also brought their larger H2 robot dressed in full Monkey King armor, carrying a sword and riding a quadruped robot dog styled as a mythical cloud, which is either the most ambitious product demonstration in corporate history or a close second. The G1 base model starts at around $16,000. The performance units were closer to $60,000. And even that range is making the capability gap between humanoid robotics and widespread accessibility smaller than anyone predicted it would be in 2026. Street patrols, a combat league, a billion-viewer live performance, and a CEO who let his own robot kick him to prove the footage was real. Drop a comment telling us whether the T800 on your street would make you feel safer or something else entirely. Check the end screen right now for more robotics breakdowns sitting there waiting.